these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter three? Nwangu now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And it was somewhat of a strange first half. He threw 3 interceptions, yet you look at the scoreboard, they've got the lead.
So you know what I think he did at the half? He stood up in front of the team, especially in front of the defense, and said, thank you. Appreciate what you've done. You guys have picked me up in a big way. And guess what? I'm going to get back to being who I am, which is pretty darn good. Let's go play the second half.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 125 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell. Times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory, right at the 40. Now a handoff to Chandler, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Here's Chandler. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got him another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football,
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jonathan Abram picks it, and the Raiders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Carr quickly a slant to Renfro. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Now Carr. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Carr completes it. The football comes out. Jacobs lost it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now Carr again. Same target. It's Jacobs again. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. And he'll just get rid of it.
I know that we've seen their share of struggles, and the quarterback's been hit a few times in this game, but this one can't be put on the offensive line. They gave him plenty of time to throw the football. I think ultimately he has to be a lot more decisive in his decision-making and get rid of it and find an open target.
Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards. To throw, it's Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now Cousins. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the first down before taking the hit.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, that frustration, Charles, it's been building on the defensive side of the ball, and unfortunately there, it turns into a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and they should be frustrated because he's picked them apart the entire game, but it's got to come out in a different way. You can't hit him illegally. Stop him downfield the way you're supposed to. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Now Chandler. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 63 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Chandler going to be hit and met at the line of scrimmage. They get him down at the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Ty Chandler, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Gano the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Throwing again on 2nd down. Carr, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. Down.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. It's caught here by Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Throwing now is Carr. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. White running to the left. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him?